commend the government of Hungary for the 20 scholarships given to Rwandan students to study in Hungary every year at bachelor level, masters, and as well as PhD level in any field of interest. So our cooperation is going well, and we are having a vibrant relationship between both countries, and we aim to taking it to the next level.
Hungary has one of the most open economies of the world, and African countries are offering now huge opportunities. So it is the goal of the Hungarian government to help the Hungarian companies to be successful on African markets. Competition is tough because it's not only Hungary and the Hungarian companies who see the opportunities in the African markets. So only those Hungarian companies do have the chance to have the highest possible developed technologies. Water management and water industry are definitely those areas where the Hungarian technologies are hitting the worldwide standards. Today, we signed the agreement about a $52 million tied aid credit program, in the framework of which Hungarian companies will modernize and increase the capacity of the water treatment facility of the capital, Kigali.
I'm pleased to welcome you to this signing ceremony between the government of Hungary and the Republic of Rwanda for the framework agreement of type A credit worth $52 million for the rehabilitation of the Karenge water treatment plant. This project will supply sustainable and clean water to Kigali city and parts of Rwamagana district. This credit will be paid at a cost of 0% interest rate in 30 years, including a 6-year grace period. This is very generous from the government of Hungary. Kigali city and its surrounding areas continue to grow at a rapid pace, and the demand for water supply is also increasing significantly, which calls for increased investments in water supply and sanitation infrastructure. The government of Rwanda, therefore, is grateful for this support from the government of Hungary. The Karenge water treatment plant rehabilitation will increase the plant's current capacity of 15 cubic meters of water per day to 36 cubic meters, which is more than double.
We respect a lot the way Rwanda has been developing in the recent years. We are happy to take part in this development. Our country has one of the most open economies of the world, and we know that stepping the African markets is not easy because of the huge competition. But we do believe that this project in Kigali will be a good reference to the Hungarian companies. Furthermore, I'd like to inform you that on top of this tied aid credit program, the Hungarian Exim Bank, which was under the portfolio of our ministry, has opened a credit line of $46 million to help Hungarian and Rwandan companies to work together, who will feel encouraged after this successful project to work together on a market basis. Also, we hope and think that this project should and will serve as a flagship, and the smaller boats will follow the flagship, and the Hungarian companies will be able to further invest in the country. I'd like to inform you finally that in order to grab the momentum, we are opening a consular representation in Kigali at the beginning of next year, where a dedicated diplomat for economic relationships will also be deployed in order to further promote this relationship. We have received help from the Republic of Rwanda during the first wave of the pandemic when the Hungarian citizens who were here were repatriated with the assistance of the Rwandan authorities. So we appreciate that. And now, as we can help our Rwandan friends, we definitely do it. The only way to be protected against the coronavirus pandemic is the vaccination. Our strategy in Hungary was very clear from the very beginning. We look at the vaccines as tools to save lives of the people. And we rejected the approach that we should look at vaccines as if they were matters of ideology or politics. We have been using a number of types of vaccines, not only the Western manufactured, but Sputnik and Sinopharm also, which helped us to be the country which implemented the quickest vaccination program at the beginning. We were the first ones in Europe to reach a 60% vaccination rate, which allowed us to open up the country and relaunch the economy. Here now we brought help to Rwanda in the form of 300,000 vaccines, which will save lives of people here and will contribute to the successful vaccination campaign of the Rwandan authorities. But we plan a further way of cooperation also. We agree with the Director General of WHO, who considers the capacity building as the most important issue now, meaning that the more factories are being established to produce vaccines, the more successful we will protect ourselves from the coronavirus pandemic. So Hungary is building a factory to produce vaccines. Rwanda has a similar kind of intention. So we have signed the agreement on cooperating with each other on that front also, to give technical assistance to each other, to start manufacturing vaccines as soon as possible, with that not to be exposed and not to be defenseless towards external actors, so we can take care of ourselves under very heavy circumstances also. Minister, thank you so much for giving me this chance to meet with you and sign the cooperation agreement between the two governments.
Thank you, Minister Péter, the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade for the Republic of Hungary. So we are really honored by your presence here. We just signed an agreement to build cooperation in health sector, especially for the transfer of knowledge and skills in the domain of pharmaceutical industry. We appreciate the support that we receive from the Republic of Hungary in terms of vaccine donation. These 305,000 doses will be used as soon as possible. We are in need of these vaccines, and I can assure you that the acceptance of the vaccine is really high in the country, and we want just to reach before the end of this year 40% of our targeted population to be vaccinated. This is a good contribution towards that objective. In addition to what I said, as we are all engaged, embarked in a sustainable solution for building a vaccine plant, we count on the support and collaboration of the Republic of Hungary, as we are already in the business of constructing the vaccine plant, in exchange of knowledge, transfer of capacity, exchange of expertise, and especially building the capacity of the regulatory system for drugs. We have Rwanda Food and Drug Authority Agency, which is in capacity building process. We hope that we can count on the Republic of Hungary and also the EU in general as we fill some gaps as we go toward reaching maturity level 3 and level 4. So once again, I thank you so much. This is a very supportive support. It reveals collaboration, international solidarity as we fight together this COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you so much, Minister.
Thank you, Minister. Thank you very much.
Yes.